Yo, what's good, everybody? It's Vic here. Today is Thursday, March 5th. Finally took a dub, or finally a winning day, man. But it's eval. So, and I'm not gonna mention it because you gotta be. If you mess with me, you will go back and watch the previous recap and go look at the bio or the description, so you don't ask me no questions, right? So boom. If that's if you're wondering, I don't know if that makes any sense. Anyways, onto this recap. Finally winning day on the eval. I took 2 trades. This one, I'm not gonna lie, this might be the biggest trade I've ever hit in terms of like me actually letting it run, and I do that because I am on eval. So I just let the trade run, TP or SO, and we really got blessed on this one. SO almost got tapped, but 5-minute IFG. But then I like this play, which ends up running, but we get ticked out by a couple ticks. Stop loss was at these wick highs. Gets wicked out, run to TP. This would have made me pass the evals. I low-key shouldn't have even taken this because I don't really consider it breaking my rules, since it is evals and I am aggressive, and if I do like it, I will take it. And I had buffer to play with after hitting this 2.62 R trade, and I just needed this to pass it. But anyways, let's come into the recap. Coming into market open, like, I desperately wanted Judas, man. I desperately wanted Judas really bad. I wanted Judas bad, man. Coming into market open, we were sitting in this 1 hour gap, bull gap. But if you look on the 4 hour gap, we were trending towards a 4 hour gap, right? So by the time, during pre-market, we were trending lower. So I wanted to see a manipulation into this 4 hour gap, then we continue higher, right? I wanted to see us come down, bounce on this 4 hour gap, then continue higher. We ended up not getting that, and in market open, we get a super bullish reaction. I guess this would meet my criteria to take longs, since we did sweep the lows in the... Sorry, there's something in my teeth. I'm trying to pick at it. Right? Technically, this would meet my criteria to take longs. Like, I could have taken longs from here, since we did sweep internal liquidity in a higher time frame gap. But I really did want to see this. Really wanted to see the 4 hour gap get manipulated into before then continuing higher. But off the open, we had a super bullish reaction. We opened up a 5-minute gap. But also, back to my point I was just saying, there wasn't really a inverse I would have loved. Maybe this 4-minute, now that I look at it, but I don't know. It would have been a green trade, I think. But I don't know. That's really not the best, and no other time frame looked that great. Okay, so yeah, we open up a 5-minute gap. From here, though, we don't create any lower time frame IFEGs. Were super wicky, super nasty. No fair values were created, so I couldn't take this to the upside. So I just had to wait. But on our way up, when we went to go take out these highs, right? I mean, go take out what? London high. We leave this 15-minute intermediate low, and it also ends up being the start of a 15-minute gap. As you can see, we sweep London high, we create a 5-minute IFEG, or we create a 5-minute bull gap. Then on this candle, we almost inverse it, but I entered off of here, and from here we almost get stopped out. I was like, dang. But then we get blessed, great momentum, great volume candle, pushes back down, and from there we hit our TP for a 2.26. And I'm not gonna lie, this trade really makes me want to consider like stopping. I mean, I'm thinking maybe this is the next part in my trading journey is to really just let the play rock. But I don't know. I don't know. We will see. Maybe I'm gonna start letting my winners be winners, because when I win, because I win more than I lose, and I know that for a fact. So if my winners can be like, when the chances is given, of course, not just that like, it depends how market is moving, but if that's the case, I gotta let my winners be winners. So over time, I'm not chalking my RR, right? Because who could say I couldn't be potentially making more, right? So anyways, all that jibber jabber. The main draw I had was this 4-hour gap that we had previously marked out that I initially wanted the market to manipulate into before going higher. And off this super bearish reaction that we just got, I'm expecting us to continue lower, right? We end up opening a 15-minute gap. We tap into the 15-minute gap, and on the lower time frame, we create a super bearish idea. 1 minute IFEG. This is the highest time frame IFEG. There is a little 5-minute gap that I was going to target. I like the displacement, but I'm not gonna lie. A lot of recently displacement has just been getting me faked out. Boom, we get waked out, and we end up going to TP. Would have passed on that trade, but it is what it is. It is what it is. On to tomorrow. I really want to pass by tomorrow, but if I'm not given an opportunity, then I'm not gonna force. But hopefully we can hit another trade like this, just to show y'all P&L accounts or I was initially up 4,500. Took that other trade, lost because I was uber up on the day, so I was like, why not? Playing with free cheese. Yeah, at 2,300, we need 6,000 to pass. Yeah. Hopefully it's tomorrow, but if not, in reality, we really don't need to force it. It's not by force, but yeah. Why don't you Vic out? That's all for today. Quicker recap. Nothing special. I'm just trying to get out of evals. I'm trying to get back on funded. Y'all have a blessed day. We getting rich, like without a doubt, like 100%. We're gonna be rich. We're gonna be millionaires. Y'all have a blessed day. Vic out. Why not y'all?